Hello, my amazing students. We are on section 29 of fractions, which is a review of our fractions section. So what I want to do is I'm going to show you each one of the review problems, and I'm actually going to turn the camera around so you get a better view of the board. So I'm going to go over each problem that I want you to do, and then I want you to pause the video, go off and do these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 review problems very fast. Do the 11 review problems and then come back on and I'll have the answers for you. So here we go. All right, here are the problems that I want you to copy. Okay, 101/2 turned into improper fraction. 33/10 turned into a mixed number. 32/24, simplify. Now that means you're going to have to also turn it into a mixed number, right? 3/7 is how many 21st? Then over here we have our other problems. We have some multiplications and some some division. So I will read those to you one at a time. Okay, I'm going to put my finger under it. 2/3 times 3/4. 4/7 times 3/5. 7.5 times 3/5. 12.5 times 4 2/5. 15 divided by 3/5. 8 1/3 divided by 1 1/4. 6 2/5 divided by 5 1/3. So get all of those marked down and scan out so that you can see anything that you've missed. Get them all copied down. 11 problems on your paper. And beep, beep, beep. Pause your video and go do those problems, please. All right, are you ready to see the answers? I'm going to flip the screen around and let you see them again. All right, here we go. 100.5 is equal to 201 divided by 2. 33/10 is equal to 3 3/10 when you make it a mixed number. 32/24 simplifies into 1 8/24, but then 8 and 24 both divide by 8, so it's 1 1/3. 3/7 is the same as 9/21 because I'm multiplying by 3/3. Over here you can see where my 2 and my 4 canceled, my 3 and my 3 canceled. Notice here, this is a little different, okay? As you mature in your canceling, you can do what I do if you want to. It's correct, but it's okay if you do what you continue doing. Notice that when everything cancels out, I don't bother to put a 1, okay? Because once I cancel out those 3's, they are no longer going to be changing anything at all. They are 1, in my mind they're 1, but I'm not taking the time to write a 1. But you can if you want to, okay? And notice here when I cancel the 2 and the 4, if I cross it all the way out, I know that that's gone. It's 1. But then this one was 2 to 1. I only wrote the 2. So I know when I'm doing it that everything I've canceled out is a 1, and everything that has a number is something other than a 1. So I wind up with 1/2. This one becomes, okay, nothing canceled here. So I got 12/35. Over here we had some cancellation, and we ended up with 9/2, which we needed to turn into 4.5. Okay, let me slide us over here just a little bit. I think I'll move over. There we go, a little bit better. Okay, so now 12.5 we had to turn into its improper form. 4 2/5, when we get this in its proper form, is 22/5. And then I have some cancellation. 22 with 2, and 25 with 5. So I had cancellation both ways to get 55. Okay, now we start our division, and division is multiplication by the reciprocal of the divisor. So 15 became 15 over 1, and division is a multiplication by its reciprocal. So times 5 over 3, and we wind up canceling and getting 5 times 5 is 25, okay? And then the next one, once we change it up and put it in its proper form, we get 6 2/3. If you got 20 over 3, you were correct, but it's not down to its mixed number form. And the last one is 1 1/5. How did you do? Do you need to practice these some more? Are you in good shape? Now I'm going to put some more problems on the board here. If you are good, then you may move to the next section. If you missed a few, then you probably need a little bit more practice. So I'm going to put about 10 more problems up on the board for you to do if you need to. So you just need to show your teacher your paper and find out if she wants you to do more practice or if you are good to go to lesson fractions 30, which is more checkup. Okay, but it's kind of like an overview of everything you should know up to this point. Okay, so this is Mrs. Carla, and I will be back in a moment with a little bit more if you need it. All right, so we are going to work on some more problems on the same section, fractions 29. So if you missed anything on the last little bit of a review, you want to try to do a little bit more practice here. And then we'll pause the video and you can come back and check your answers. Are you ready? All right, here are your review problems. Okay, 2/5 times 3/7, 5 1/4 times 1/3, 6 2/3 times 3 2/3, 4 1/2 times 4 3/4, 10 divided by 2/3, 5 divided by 2 1/2, 11 divided by 5 1/2, 15 divided by 6 1/4, 6 4/5 divided by 17 over 20, 12 6/7 divided by 30 over 49, 16 1/4 divided by 5/8. All right, so you want to get all of those down on a nice piece of paper. It could be the back of the other sheet that you just did. And beep, beep, beep. You want to pause your video and go work those 10 problems. Oops, I can't count very well. Those are 11 problems, just like we had on the first page. Go do your 11 problems and come back. Are you ready for your last checkup on fractions before we move to a general review? This is it. I'm going to turn the screen around so you can see the problems up close. Okay, here's problem number 1. Your answer should be 6 over 35, and I forgot to box that one. This is problem number 2, and you should have gotten 7 over 4, but you should have changed that to 1 3/4. Here's problem number 3. You ended up with a big number, 220 over 9, but that turns into 24 4/9. And here we had to turn both numbers into improper. Nothing canceled, and we got this huge 171 over 8, which we turned into 21 3/8. 10 divided by 2/3 is 15. 5 divided by 2 1/2 is 2. 11 divided by 5 1/2 is 2. 25 divided by 6 1/4 is 4. All right, so these canceled a little bit here. I made these up to cancel nicely. So 8, 21, 26 down the right-hand side of the board. So I'm going to back up and let you see the whole board. Okay, so here's the left-hand side of the board. And there's the right-hand side of the board. And we are done with fractions 29. Next, we're going to move to a general overview of everything you should know in math up until this point. So this is Mrs. Carla, and may God bless your day.